Hi everyone, I have a super love-filled video for you today, and if you are going through what we're talking about, then you probably need a little love right now. Today's video is all about how to love yourself when your heart has been crushed. Just thinking about that, your heart being crushed, just fills me up with so much compassion, it's palpable. So when I was 24 years old, I got divorced from the man that I thought was going to be my husband forever. And I was pretty young, and he was my first love. And to say that my heart was crushed would be probably an understatement at that time. And then about 3 years ago, I actually broke up with somebody who had been my best friend for 13 years. And to be honest with you, that breakup was even worse than the divorce because we never spoke to each other after that happened. And that to me was heartbreaking on many levels. So I think I know a thing or two about heartbreak, and more than anything else, I know how to love myself through heartbreak. So I'm gonna help you today. I'm gonna walk you through a few ways to take care of yourself, and I'm also going to invite you to just sit back, relax, and take in some of the love that I have for you in this video. So the first thing that I want you to do if your heart has been crushed is to create a bubble of love around you, okay? I'm very serious about this. When your heart has been crushed, it literally feels like that. It feels like you can feel the, pieces of your heart breaking, and it's a really acute pain that you feel physically a lot of times in that area of your body. So the last thing you need is for somebody who doesn't support you, maybe thinks that you were wrong in the heart-crushing situation, or thinks that you are taking it too seriously, or isn't really feeling the way that you're grieving over this, right? Because that is what you're going through. If your heart's been crushed, you're grieving over some loss for sure. So I want you to create a bubble of love. This is a code red situation, people, okay? We cannot allow people in our space that do not honor the kind of love that we need and deserve in our most crucial time. So that is the first thing that I want you to do. Create a bubble of love. Code red, we are not playing around. No negative people allowed. Okay, so the second thing that I want you to do is to become your own chief self-care officer, okay? So what this means is just like you would have a chief CEO in your business or any project that you might have to do, you become your own chief self-care officer, all right? So what you're gonna do is, especially in times like this, I mean, I know for me, gluten-free pizza, oh my God, I can like taste it in my mouth right now. I love gluten-free pizza so much. Gluten-free pizza is the thing that I dive face first into when I am not feeling emotionally well. It is my biggest vice, and it is the thing that is really not good for me because dairy creates all kinds of crazy things in my body, and it's not good. But it's the first thing I go to. So when I am at my lowest moments, that's definitely when I'm going straight for the gluten-free pizza, or for you, it might be lots of chocolate or ice cream or anything like fried foods, things like that. Or it might just, your thing might not even be food. It might be something like, destructive behavior, like going out drinking or negative self-talk, whatever it is for you. I want you to first identify some of those things that you're doing to not take care of yourself and up the ante, okay? We need to really take our self-care to the next level. And that doesn't mean that giving yourself more things to do, because I know when you're really hurting, the last thing you want is a long to-do list for yourself and things that you've got to like add and make sure you get done, and all you want to do is sit in front of the couch and sit on the couch and watch TV, all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to give you more things to do, but I just want you to become your own chief self-care officer so that you can put your needs above everything else, even if it's just as simple as being intentional about everything that you're doing, even if you don't do extra things, okay? So that's the second thing that I want you to do. The last thing that I want you to do is to create a scale of vulnerability for yourself. I know for me, I feel very raw and very exposed when I am hurting. It is so painful to try to go to an event and be on, even if it's with friends sometimes, and you feel like they're not your friends that you can just be in your pajamas in front of. They're your friends that you have to kind of perform or be on or be at your A game with. It's painful. When you're already hurting, it feels like you're trying to lift tons of weight or something. It feels nearly impossible. So what I do is I create the scale of vulnerability from 1 to 10. So 1 to 5 is I'm feeling okay. That's the, clear zone. That's where you're like, all right, my vulnerability is not at its highest right now. I could maybe stand to go and do something, all right? So when you're at your 1 to 5 place on your scale of vulnerability, I want you to gently push yourself to do something that you might have been avoiding while you're going through your healing process. So for you, that might be going to the gym if you haven't really been working out lately, or it might be going to an event, or, just going for a walk. I mean, sometimes that is something that was hard for us to do when we're going through so much. So if you're from a 1 to 5, I want you to push yourself gently to do a little extra something. And the second part of that is the 5 to 10. If you're feeling like you're so raw and you feel like you're breaking and you kind of feel like if anybody says hello to you, you're gonna burst into tears, which I have so been there, don't force yourself to do anything, okay? And for me, I know like if I don't do things and if I don't interact with people for too long, I get really depressed and it actually makes it a lot worse. So if that's not good for you, like it isn't for me, do things that feel really safe, that are included in your love bubble, right? So this is bringing all the things together. So the people that are in your life that are really getting it, that really support you, that are being super loving. So maybe invite 1 or 2 girlfriends over while you're going through this heartbreak so that you can be surrounded by love and you could be taken care of, but you don't have to be alone and you also don't have to be on. That's super important. Ask them to bring over some dark chocolate, maybe order some gluten-free pizza and enjoy it together. Whatever it is that's gonna light you all up, make sure that you do that and include some of the people that you love. If you're going through a heartbreak right now, I just want you to know that I totally feel where you're at. I've been there multiple times in my own life, and although sometimes it's annoying to hear this, I promise you that with time and tons of love for yourself, it will get better. It absolutely will. Your heart will heal. It will be full again. I promise you. So if you liked this video, if you got something out of it, if you know somebody who's going through a heartbreak, please share it with them. I'd love to connect with them as well. Make sure that you sign up for my newsletter so you don't miss a single video that we have. And also, be sure to leave me a comment below. We've got our own little love entourage here at nitikachopra.com, and I love to hear from you. So for one, if you have some heartbreak tips for us, don't keep them to yourself. Please share them with us. The Love Entourage needs to know what your success tips are. And secondly, if you're going through a heartbreak and you need some extra love, you want some support, you have a question, I am absolutely here for you, okay? You're not alone, and I answer every one of my comments myself. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to love yourself first, all right? I'll see you next time. Bye.